there's one thing I've learned from the experiences of making these videos, it's that Eastern European women write the best fairy tales. In our first video, we reviewed Katherine Arden's The Bear and the Nightingale, a modern fairy tale from Russia. Today, I am delighted to bring you its spiritual successor, and one of the best books we've ever reviewed. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Book Cafe, where we review fiction, talk fantasy, and interview authors, editors, and agents. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and if you're a veteran, welcome back. I had the privilege this week of receiving several advanced reader's copies, and when I picked up the first one and started reading it, I wanted to do nothing else for the rest of the day, which was a problem because I started reading in the middle of my lunch break at work. The book we're reviewing today is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, which imagines what would happen in a version of Rumpelstiltskin, where the miller's daughter discovered she really could make gold, and where the fairies needed her skills to save their kingdom. There's a lot that can be said about this book, and I doubt I'll manage to fit half of it in this video. To start with, it's beautifully written. Even though it's the middle of July here in New York, I could still feel the cold coming off the page just from her descriptions. The Russian winter and the winter court of the Starik fairies comes alive in these pages in a way I've rarely seen. The characters are amazing and multi-layered and multifaceted, and you get to see them grow and change in ways that are... I don't even have the words. I mentioned in a previous video the law of Chekhov's gun, where if there's a gun on the mantelpiece in Act 1, it must be fired by Act 3. Novik sets up so many guns and fires them so beautifully at just the right moments, and it feels completely organic. Every bit of foreshadowing is exactly where it's supposed to be, and every event is exactly where it's supposed to be. This novel wasn't built or written, it was woven. And all of the disparate threads that make it what it is. Naomi Novik is a master craftswoman. I have no other way of saying this. The number of main characters she juggles, and the number of viewpoints and plot lines, and the way they all come together at just the right moments. This is an artist at the top of her game. And the only time I can say I've ever seen anything like this is Salman Rushdie. And one of the most incredible things is how she takes every side and makes them real and vivid, and their conflict into something tangible. There are three main characters in this book: the Jewish daughter of a moneylender, Miriam, her assistant, Wanda, and the young princess, Irina, each of whom have stunningly different voices, and despite their vastly different upbringings and knowledge and abilities, are each brilliant in their own ways that come together to make this fascinating plot. And even then, Novik manages to balance three other viewpoint characters, as well as the utterly inhuman perspective of the Starik king, while making even the Starik completely comprehensible to the reader. It is without reservation that I give this novel our highest possible ranking. Collect every edition. This is one of those books that's destined to get one of those leather-bound covers that you see on the front table at Barnes & Noble, and when it does, I will be the first to buy one. I've never encountered Naomi Novik before. I've heard of the Tremorare series, but I never read it. But after reading this, I think I have to. It's just incredible, and I can't wait for the day it comes out and I get to share it with all of you. If you're interested, and I hope you are, the link to pre-order it on Amazon is below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to show it by clicking the like button. Click here to subscribe for more videos like this, and click here to see our very first video, the one I mentioned at the beginning, Katherine Arden's The Bear and the Nightingale, to see how far we've come. I'll see everyone later this week. Until then, read good fantasy.